would celebrate its 30th anniversary in 2016.
And we're gonna let it burn, 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 burn. We're gonna let it.
Before Burning Man would enter into pop culture, being featured in episodes of Malcolm in the Middle, South Park, and The Simpsons.
Ignis sets fire to the giant wooden guy in a ritual dating back to 1986.
Before Burning Man would be described as Cirque du Soleil, Coachella, and Woodstock all rolled into one.
It's behind you.
Before Burning Man would become a hotspot destination for A-list celebs, including Katy Perry, Will Smith, Jared Leto, Anna Hathaway, and of course YouTubers Logan Paul and Jesse Wellens.
Alright, so I was just stuck in a crazy sandstorm all the way by the palace. Now they're about to burn the man. I gotta check this out.
What started out as a spontaneous event for a small group of friends during the summer solstice of 1986 with an 8-foot-tall wooden statue lit on fire has transformed over the last 30 years into a cultural phenomenon. Burning Man is a week-long gathering in the Nevada desert, drawing in an international crowd of tens of thousands who come to experience art, boundary-pushing self-expressionism, while practicing self-reliance in a makeshift metropolis known as Black Rock City. It's as close to stepping into the world of Mad Max as you can get without getting cast in the film. Burning Man's a lot more fun than Mad Max. Festivities you can partake in include roller skating topless, dancing inside of a shark, watching a man hang 20 feet above ground by his nipples. You can accept candy from strangers dressed like bunnies. You can play fire skee-ball, you can do yoga, you can learn to twerk, you can take a TEDx talk, you can jump on trampolines, and you can hook up with whoever you fancy, as long as it's consensual. Also, there is an infamous orgy dome. You just gotta bring a date. And if you're not into that, well, you can dance, and dance some more. What's going on, guys? My name is Michael McCrudden, and today we're going to try something a little different, documenting the history of Burning Man. Now, in the past, we've done similar videos on events and holidays, including Halloween and St. Patrick's Day, but I'm open to all your suggestions, so hit me up in the comments down below or via Instagram or Twitter. Now let's get into this bio of the event, which is Burning Man. Can you still call it a bio? I don't know.
We cobbled together a stick man made from scrap lumber. He wasn't very tall, about 8 or 10 feet, but then even someone an inch or two taller than one commands some degree of respect.
Burning Man officially started on June 21st, 1986 when Larry Harvey, Jerry James, and a dozen friends met on Baker Beach in San Francisco and burned a 9-foot wooden man as well as a smaller wooden dog. There was a precursor to this event involving a summer solstice bonfire held on Baker Beach for several years, but, you know, they didn't burn a man, so it didn't count.
God damn it!
To be completely fair, rituals of burning a male statue made of wood goes way back in time. The Wicker Man is a giant effigy allegedly used by the Druids to perform human sacrifice, and this is according to the writings of Julius Caesar dating back to 55 BC. Following the 1986 burn, the same friends gathered yearly at the same spot, erecting larger and larger wooden statues with the number of attendants growing to 500 plus. By 1990, the man had reached a height of 40 feet, but that same year, park police officers shut down the Baker Beach festivity and prevented the burning of the man. From there, the gang was in search of a new location.
I'm a policeman. See my badge?
In attendance at this event were the members of the San Francisco Cacophony Society, members of a Free Spirit Network, which interestingly enough were founded by the surviving members of the San Francisco Suicide Club. I'm not even kidding. Yeah, obviously they weren't very good at their club. Well, they let Larry Harvey in on their gathering known as Zone Trip 4, held in Black Rock Desert, Nevada, and invited him to bring his man to burn. 100 people made the voyage on the Labor Day weekend of 1990, and Burning Man had officially found its new home.
Golden Phoenix Hotel and Casino in downtown Reno is pitching itself to Burning Man fun. Get to the KGO Live Line to talk more about this. On the live line is Linda Gonzalez.
The next year, a fee of $15 was collected from the 200 attendants, and for the first time, the man was decorated in neon lights, a tradition that would carry on for the years to come. 1992 brought the introduction of music performances, with the first EDM camp being set up. In 1996, the first unofficial theme was brought to Burning Man, which was Inferno or Hell. Burning Man's height also grew up to 48 feet. Through word of mouth, the attendance continued to climb, and in 1996, 8,000 people made the voyage into the desert. Sadly, the event suffered its first fatality due to a motorcycle accident. The following year, driving was banned on the open playa. They also decided to relocate behind a private gated property and recreated the event as a pedestrian, bicycle, art car only event. Although rules were being made to avoid disasters, there was no stopping the impressiveness and popularity of the artworks known as mutant vehicles. In 2000, it became custom to begin erecting a temple. Then festival goers, they would go and inscribe love letters to people that have passed away or to those who were with them. And the day after Burning Man was lit and burned to the ground, well, then they would light fire to the temple. By 2004, Burning Man was now standing at 80 feet in the air, and the attendance of the event had surpassed 35K. It had made such a cultural impact on America that Burning Man made its first appearance in mainstream media, being featured in an episode of Malcolm in the Middle. I couldn't find a clip, but let's just roll this clip from Breaking Bad.
Heisenberg. You're goddamn right.
By 2007, the attendance was approaching 50,000. Then one prankster decided to light the man on fire prematurely, disappointing those in attendance. The man responsible, Paul Addis, was arrested and charged, and then the community pulled together to rebuild the statue for its scheduled burn. But that guy, what a jerk.
Burning the Burning Man early had been considered to be the ultimate prank in the underground prankster community that largely brings the event together.
Yeah, okay. In 2011, Burning Man tickets sold out before the event for the first time in history. The effigy was erected to a whopping 104 feet, the highest ever, with the exception of 2014 when it reached the height of 105 feet. Each year, Burning Man continues to get bigger and better. When the event takes place, Black Rock City becomes the third biggest city in Nevada, and its intricate city layout can be seen from the sky. The idea remains for visitors to enjoy life in this society where there are no fights, no greed, no money, no labels, no genders, no brands, and no corporations. And all those who have taken the trip, well, they've chalked it up as a life-changing experience where they were completely free to be themselves. Especially in that orgy hut. You know. As for the rest of the story, well, that's pretty much it because this is before they're famous. My name's Michael McCrudden, and if you're new to this channel, be sure to hit subscribe. I got a few other videos down below you may enjoy. Let me know what's next. I'll see you guys in another video. Boom! Burn, baby, burn. I'm so hungry.